Okay, Salwa, let's look at the past simple and the present perfect today. Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll go over it, and as we go over it, you will understand the difference between the past simple and the present perfect. So I will ask you a question and you will answer as you have it here. So how many times did you pray yesterday?
I prayed 5 times yesterday.
Very good. And how many times have you prayed so far today?
I prayed once so far today.
Once. Okay.
Once so far today.
So far means till now. So
Yes.
far means till now or until now. So now it's like 9:30. So you prayed only Fajr prayer. So once, one time. So again, how many times did you pray yesterday?
I prayed 5 times yesterday.
Yeah. So yesterday you prayed Fajr, Zuhur, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. So that's 5. And how many times have you prayed so far today?
I've prayed once so far today.
Very good. So when you use so far, normally you use the present perfect. So how many times have you prayed so far today? There is a definition of present perfect. I don't want to confuse you with that complicated things, yeah? So just learn how to use it, and that's simple. Good. How many books did you read last month?
I read I read 2 books last month.
Very good. Last month. No, yes, last
Last
month.
month.
So again, how many books did you read last month?
I read 2 books last month.
Very good. Remember this, when you speak English or any other language, you have to speak normally or slowly with good pronunciation. Yeah, good and clear pronunciation. There's no point of speaking very fast. That's not called fluency, and that doesn't make sense. The main purpose of you speaking or your speaking is to make people understand. When you speak, people should understand. If you speak very, very fast and people don't understand, then you have to repeat the same thing again and again. So that doesn't make sense. Again, how many books did you read last month?
I read 2 books last month.
Very good. How many books have you read so far this month?
I've read 1 book so far this month.
Very good. How many places did you visit last year?
I visited 3 places last year.
Sorry?
I visited 3 places last year.
Very good. How many places have you visited so far this year?
I've visited 2 places so far this year.
Sorry?
I visited 2 places so far this year.
Very good. 2 places, plural. Good. How many people did you meet yesterday?
I met 10 people yesterday.
Very good. How many people have you met so far today?
I've met 4 people so far today.
Very good. And how long did you study yesterday?
I studied 5 hours yesterday.
5 hours yesterday. Good. And how long have you studied so far today?
I've studied 2 hours so far 2 hours so far today.
So far today. Good. And how many hours did you work last week?
I worked
I worked.
I worked 30 hours last week.
So first of all, work, look at this. It's not work, it's work. Work is a stretched sound. It's an elongated one. It's a long one. So work, not work. It's work, work. So I worked, and it's not 30, it's 30. Again, it's elongated, it's long. Yeah, it's stretched. 30, not 30, it's 30. 30. What is it?
30.
30. 30. Yeah, so I worked 30 hours last week. Can you repeat?
I worked 30 hours last week.
30 hours.
I worked 30 hours last week.
Not worked. I worked 30
I-
hours.
I worked 30 hours last week.
Very good. Again, how many hours did you work last week?
I worked 30 hours last week.
I worked.
I worked 30 hours last week.
Very good. How many hours have you worked so far this week?
I've worked 10 hours so far this week.
Very good. 10 hours so far this week. Okay. How many storybooks did you buy last year?
I bought 5 storybooks last year.
5 storybooks.
5 storybook
Books.
last year.
Can you repeat?
I bought 5 storybooks last
Not 5.
year.
It's not B, it's V. 5 storybooks. Say slowly. I bought 5 storybooks.
I bought 5 storybooks last year.
Say 5 separately. Say 5.
I bought 5 storybooks last year.
Very good. This is clear. Try again.
I bought 5 storybooks last year.
Okay. How many storybooks have you bought so far this year?
I've bought 2 storybooks so far this year.
Yeah, storybooks.
Storybook.
Look at this. Story. It's not story. 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 Yeah, very good. So, okay. Can you quickly read it once by yourself, and then I'll ask you some questions. Go ahead.
Okay.
Random questions. Go ahead.
How many times did you pray yesterday? I prayed 5 times yesterday.
5 times.
5 times yesterday. How many times have you prayed so far today? I've prayed once so far today.
Yeah, good. Once is 1 time.
How many books did you read last month? I read 2 books last month.
I read.
I read 2 books last month. How many books have you read so far this month? I've read 1 book so far this month. How many places did you visit last year? I visited 3 places last year.
3.
How many?
3, not 3. 3.
3 places last year. How many places have you visited so far this year? I visited 2 places so far.
I've visited
2 places so far this year. How many people did you meet yesterday? Met 10 people yesterday. How many people have you met so far today?
Have you met? Have you met?
Have you met today? So far today. I've met 4 people so far today. How long did you study yesterday? I studied 5 hours yesterday.
5 hours.
5 hours yesterday. How long have you studied so far today? I've studied 2 hours so far today. How many hours did you work last week?
Did you work?
Did you work last week? I worked 30 hours.
30 hours. 30 hours.
I worked 30 hours last week. How many hours have you worked so far this week? I've worked 10 hours so far this week. How many storybooks did you buy last year? I bought 5 storybooks last year. How many storybooks have you bought so far this year? I've bought 2 storybooks so far this year.
Very good. Now I'm going to ask you some random questions using past simple and present perfect, and you will answer accordingly, okay?
Okay.
Good. So, how many times did you eat yesterday?
I ate 3 times yesterday.
3 times yesterday. And how many times have you eaten so far today?
I've eaten one times so far today.
1 time so far today. Again.
1 time so far today.
Very good. So how many times have you eaten so far today? Again.
I've eaten one so far today.
Okay. And how many times did you drink water yesterday?
I drank
water?
I drank water many times yesterday.
Many times yesterday. And how many times have you drunk water so far today?
I drank one time so far.
I've drunk.
I've drunk one time so far today.
I've drunk water.
I've drunk water so far.
Once so far today.
Once so far today.
Let me ask you again. How many times have you drunk water so far today?
I've drunk once so far today. I've drunk
water.
I've drunk water so far today. Once so far today.
Yeah, don't rush. Yeah, say slowly. How many times have you drunk water so far today?
I've drunk water once so far today.
I've drunk water once so far today. Very good. And how many times did you drink milk last week?
How
many did you drink milk last week?
I drank many times last week.
You drank what?
Milk. I drank milk many times last week.
Yeah, you don't remember how many times?
No.
Okay. And how many times have you drunk milk this week? Give me a number.
I've drunk
milk.
I've drunk 5 times.
I've drunk milk.
I've drunk milk.
5 times?
5 times so far. Five times so far last week. This week.
So far this week. Again, how many times have you drunk milk so far this week?
I've drunk milk 5 so far today. So far this week.
5 times so far this week. 5 times so far this week. Can you repeat?
I've drunk 5 times so far today.
This week.
Let
me ask you the question again. Yeah, relax and answer slowly. No rush. Yeah, you are not in a hurry. So how many times have you drunk milk so far this week?
I've drunk milk 5 times so far this week.
Good. You answered very well. Now, how many times did you watch TV yesterday? I watched
2 times TV.
I watched TV 2 times.
I watched TV 2 times.
Yesterday. Okay. And how many times have you watched TV so far today?
I don't watch.
I haven't watched.
I haven't watched TV
So far today.
so far today.
Again.
Today.
Again, full sentence. How many times have you watched TV so far today?
I haven't watched TV so far today.
Very good. So how many times did you go to school last week?
I went to school.
Hmm.
I went to school 5 days.
5 times.
5 times so far last week.
Not so far. 5 times last week.
5 times last week.
Yeah. Again, how many times did you go to school last week?
I went to school 5 times last week.
5 times. 5 times.
5 times so far. No, 5 times last week.
Good. And how many times have you gone to school so far this week?
I haven't. I haven't. I haven't go to school.
Gone. Go went. I haven't gone.
I haven't gone. I haven't gone to school this week.
So far this week.
So far this week.
But it's Saturday, it's Sunday today, so you'll go to school tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, how many times have you gone to school so far this week?
I haven't gone.
I haven't gone.
I haven't. I haven't gone to school so far today. So far this week.
Very good. I'll ask you the question again. How many times have you gone to school so far this week?
I haven't gone to school this week. I haven't gone to school this week.
So far this week.
So far this week.
Again. Answer again.
I haven't gone to school so far this week.
Very good. How many times did you play with your brother yesterday?
I played many times.
I
played many times with my brother yesterday.
Yesterday, very good. And how many times have you played with your brother so far today?
I played 1 time so far today.
I've played
1 time so far today.
I've played once.
I've played once so far today.
So I've played with my brother.
I've played with my brother once so far today.
Very good. I've played with my brother again.
I've played with my brother
once
so far today.
Very good. And you will play with your brother many times today, right?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
And with this, we will finish. Make sure you play with your brother and you do your homework as well. Okay?
Okay.
With this, we will finish today's lesson. Thank you.